All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, Lou, lady!
Watch twist! Watch twist!
Hey, 43, 15.
Showing up! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey, watch the ship! Watch the ship!
Right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st down, Dobbins, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He's got a 1st down past the 30. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Now, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch the twist.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Darren Lee picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Hey, 57, 57.
The toss running left. Dobbins, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get that. Let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 45 is the money. Check 45 is the money. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Check 31.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down.
Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time. Here's Mahomes to throw, and it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Gun.
Hold.
Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, whoa.
I got you.
Hey, Sal.
Check out.
Now it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watch out for Hill on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
41, Mike. 41, 19.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
on the start. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Bang, 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 bang.
H3, 218, chopper, chopper.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's got Snead. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the 1st.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Freeman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, South.
Now Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And now the Chiefs will bring the offense onto the field as they'll go for 2 here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now Ryan on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Snags it for the pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll run it. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw is Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Hitchens. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Darren Lee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Hill on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st. Right back to him on 1st down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.